All right, you know what time it is. Once again, as usual, time's right about that time. Note to self time already, motherfucking. If you don't know it now, you know, bitch, straight into it. Let's do this motherfucking shit. You know how we do it. Now, here's the thing. This video is going to be a follow-up on the previous video that I made. The last video I left up on was, the Pop the Balloon guy, Aaron the Plumber, Weapon X, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heroes in a Half Shell, Turtle Power, all that shit, This is going to, I wanted to make this a two-parter, but, I'm just going to go ahead and nip this in the bud. I'm going to try to see if I can make just one. I just want to make it, I just decided I was going to make it one video instead. And this video is going to be the final video addressing this shit, and then I move on to other things in my life. But my thing is this, though. It's a video I've always meant to do. Now, from everything that Queen of Accountability is, researching up about this guy, things, okay, past the GoFundMe, past the fact that you think he's a scammer and all of this shit, listen, it's just not, things are not looking good for him in terms of his reputation and what Queen of Accountability has been digging up. All of his girlfriends that accused him of all of the stuff that he's been doing, him having a son that he doesn't take care of, all of these allegations, who fired him from his job. There's just so many things that he has to answer for that, honestly, he hasn't really answered for yet. And like I said, it's not looking good. Now, there are some things that he did answer for, like his validity of his license. He did have that. And, he did prove, the places that he worked and all that shit. But, what makes Aaron the Plumber look bad is what he's not answering for is, what Queen of Accountability digged up about him stealing other plumbers' work. He would have to answer that. If you see this video by any chance, the Aaron the Plumber guy, you'd have to answer for what was all that stuff that she was... Okay, so there's a post of you supposedly doing plumber work, and she said that, this is you took credit for another person's plumbing work that isn't your own. So you'd have to answer for that. The kid that you got, that you had by, that you said that you helped out and you bought, he had bought his first car because of you. That guy apparently is your brother. What other humanitarian work and what other people did you help out besides family? Proof of humanitarian work. It's just like, okay, so it's just not looking good in his case. The women who exposed him to be a liar, him being abusive, all the cases that are against him, receipts, all that shit racked up against him. It's just not a good look for him. His image is being tarnished. And then he has a son that he said that he didn't have, and now it's being found out that he actually does have a son that he hasn't seen in years or hasn't got the DNA test. And now it's just, I don't know. To be honest, for the guys that support him, it's not looking good. Now, see, the only thing that we can say about him now is Queen of Accountability was wrong about if whether or not he might have been scamming. You could challenge the validity on, all of the things. You could challenge the validity of if whether or not he was scamming on the GoFundMe. All of the stuff that Queen of Accountability was bringing up had nothing to do with him being a fraud on GoFundMe. Okay, so that's what Queen of Accountability needs to, build her case up on. But outside of that, his character and who he is, not being a changed person, she has a lot of receipts to prove her case and all the facts, it's just making his case not look favorable. Like, it's making a lot of the guys that did support him seem like, damn, we were wrong for supporting this guy. Now, God. Now, I will never take it away from him that I'm never taking it away from him that regardless of his past and who he is, even good, bad, or indifferent, I will never take away the fact that regardless of that, the way he handled himself on the show, I agreed with him. He didn't let these women disrespect him the way that they wanted to, and he stood on business. And he's cool on that, Like, what I don't like is people who are like anti-manosphere and anti-red pill and all these people, anti-men's rights. These motherfuckers are trying to make it seem like he was just supposed to sit there and take getting talked shit to like a little bitch. He was supposed to take getting talked shit to like a good little bitch and just sit there and take it and not say anything back when these women were disrespecting the fuck out of him. And they're trying to push the narrative that any guy who tries to stand up for himself against women disrespecting him, they're trying to attribute guys who stand up for themselves as sassy. Oh, these are the type of guys who beat on women and who are pieces of shit. And look at how this guy, his criminal record of being a bad person, and look at what he did to women. Guys who stand up for themselves against women disrespecting him, they're the exact same way. I don't like the narrative that these bitches, these stupid cunts are trying to fucking pull. They're trying to make it seem like if you're a guy who stands up for yourself against women, then you're synonymous with being a woman beater. And that's not cool. Maybe he wasn't a good representative, but even so, you know, I'm still going to, while his case is pending, I'm still going to, you know, let the chips fall where they may. Whatever new evidence that Queen of Accountability shows, because right now she is on his fucking ass and she's not letting her foot up on his neck for a long time. Now, see, I feel like there's a way that all of this can be overturned, you know. Right now, Aaron is on defense, and there's a way that he could be able to, you know, sort of, you know, clear his name. You know, all of the things that he said he was going to do, making content, doing videos about plumbing, and, you know, showing off his humanitarian work and doing that shit, posting videos like that, he should be on that diligently, religiously. So then that way, you know, he can be somebody that, you know, Queen of Accountability looks at and is like, okay, well, he's not lying about this, you know. I'm just saying, like, so whatever humanitarian work you do have, keep doing that shit. Keep doing videos about plumbing. Matter of fact, you should be able to, you know, teach a course. Like you should make videos teaching courses on how to plumb. And if you got your license and certification, you could be able to, you know, teach dudes on how to do the same thing that you're doing, so then it could be easier for you. Matter of fact, you should even probably write a book about it, maybe teach courses on how to do it, man. If you're licensed to do it, oh yeah, you can make a lot of money teaching other guys how to do the same, you know? I mean, and now in terms of humanitarian work, I don't know what humanitarian work would entail. Does community service, you know, count as humanitarian work, like donating or like cleaning up, you know, because I'm pretty sure, you know, with as much with as many times as he's been to jail or whatever, they probably have him doing like community service. I don't know if that would count as humanitarian. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. Like or like I'm messing up my words. What would be the difference between humanitarian work and community service? You know, whatever. But anyways, to sort of clear your name, like what he should do from now on until, I would say, probably up until like until he gets all this bad static off of him. If I were Aaron the plumber, what I would do, I would stop addressing the haters, and I would stop addressing your exes, stop addressing the haters, and the thing is, the Queen of Accountability and all those people, they're going to be making videos about you, and you know, anything that you respond to, they're going to make a video about. So the more humanitarian work you do, the more shit that you're doing positive to impact people, to change lives, the more that's going to be able to shine through despite all of the things that happened in your past, you know? I mean, but like I said, you know, Queen of Accountability, she dropped receipts like, damn, like you have to, like she's saying, like a lot of the shit that happened was shit that was like recent shit, like shit since April, you know? But hey, if you're trying to learn and be a better person than how you were in the past, then I guess, you know, you could be given a second chance if you actually apply yourself, you know, and do things positive. I think he should be able to, you know, do more positive things in the community. Well, to be honest, that is if he's actually about what it is that he says he is. So if I were him, I would constantly keep posting videos, doing the things that it is that I said that I would do. You know, even if you're not doing humanitarian work, you know, you should be able to teach people things about plumbing. So then that way they could be able to get into something that they could be able to make money. And if it's something that you take pride in, hey, that should be something that you should teach other people how to do. Teach courses on it. Oh, yes. God. In the same way that you have guys teaching, in the same way, oh my God, man. You can like in the same way that you could be a personal trainer and train people how to be fit, and you make profit off of that, you could also make profit off of plumbing. And you doing that shit is going to expand your channel. You can also do that with a mix of entertainment and, just being a normal guy, You can make normal content, plumbing content, and just workout content as well, you know? And then people donate to you if they find you entertaining and whatnot. You just got to turn this shit into something that you can, profit off of, Oh, yeah. And people are going to be keeping up with you on, the places where you worked. Like, you have to reveal the place where you worked. I mean, that's after, of course, you mitigate your severance pay and all that shit, like how you said you were doing, which, to be honest, it could take anywhere from, to just give it a little bit of time. But people are still going to be keeping up on that story. But the less that you speak, the less active you are on your channel, the more people are going to suspect, yeah, this dude is a fraud. So you got to keep constantly posting just to let people know, okay, yeah, this is what I'm doing. I'm keeping updated with you. And then when are you going to reveal? Oh, yeah. One thing that you probably should do is just choose a specific time in the day when you're going to go live and you address any question. So basically go on YouTube, go live, and address any type of questions from people who are trolls or people who are fans. Or, even if you want to talk to them, do like a Discord or like either a Discord, or you could just go live and answer questions from the comment sections. That's one way to, sort of interact with your audience, and then they keep up with you. And then if you're not a fraud, like how Queen of Accountability says you are, you should be more than happy to answer for all of the things that she's accusing you of. Maybe even have her on your show, because she's making content about you. It's almost as if she's your number one fan. But hey, like I said, that's one thing that he can do to clear his name. You should be on good behavior, even if you were a piece of shit, you should still, you could be able to change your ways and be a better person than what you are now, or than what you were before. You always have room for self-improvement. So yeah, but all of these things you would have to answer for, because right now, the evidence being levied against you is not good. The more silent you are, the less you speak. I mean, okay, so the less you address these things, or the less you post, the more bad it's going to look. Like, this person is just trying to wait till everything dies down. So you just gotta be active with your posting, do Q&A sessions, maybe go live like how you said you were going to do. You want to be a YouTuber, go ahead, do that. Interact with the live audience. Let them know that you're a real person. And, once you can do that, the world will know if whether or not you're real or fake. Allow people who are detractors and or fans to be able to join in as well. Just, if you stand on business, let the world see that. But yeah, that's one thing that you can do to clear yourself from all of this mess. Because right now, Weapon X is on defense, and there isn't much offense on his end. But the thing about it is, it's possible for him to turn it around. And I think with that, I think that's pretty much it from what I was going to say. That's pretty much all I have to say, but until then, I'm out. You already know what it is, man. It's the Underdog, motherfucking soldier. I've spoken and I approve this message. I'll add on more stuff if need be, but I think that's pretty much all I have to say for now. Deuces.